The group of padawans stare out with wonder over the sight at Takodana, all except Qort, who closes his eyes to reminisce about the past. We cut back in time with MAZ sitting by the bar, seemingly bored out of her mind, when suddenly she hears knocking on her door. As she opens it, she encounters a group of Zabraks who were transporting cargo when they were attacked by something. MAZ notices the box placed in front of her, and out pops a dark-skinned baby with grey hair. Back in the present, the Padawans land on Takodanna and are greeted by Jedi Master Sav stationed there, and MAZ Kanata. Both of them look surprised to see Qort and immediately hug the young Padawan. As the Padawans move towards the Jedi outpost, they encounter two Nihil who crash following their battle with the Jedi, both professing that they have defected from the Nihil and have seen the errors of their ways, but the Jedi are far from convinced. We cut back in time once again as we see a young Qort being placed in the hands of a caretaker droid, but as MAZ leaves the room, the baby tears an arm off the droid and begins to wield it like a weapon. As MAZ returns with a bowl full of food, she finds the droid disassembled on the ground. She then searches the castle for the child, and as she descends down the steps, she finally finds a baby Qort wearing what appears to be a skull like a mask. In present day, the Jedi all gather to discuss about the defense of Takodanna, with MAZ and the Jedi revealing a stash of weapons. Somewhere else in the castle, a probe droid activates a thermal detonator and sets it against the wall. Just then, as the Jedi walk in, the droid quickly flies out of the room, unbeknownst to the Jedi. In a control tower, we see a Toydarian conversing with a human by the name of Mandup, as they analyze the sensors on Takodanna. Just as they do so, the system beeps and alerts as it detects multiple incoming ships. The Nihil attack has begun. Once again, we go back in time, with MAZ conversing with a Patrolian regarding the mysterious situation surrounding the child. In the background, we see the droid playing with a much more calmer Qort. The Patrolian explains to MAZ that the skull is from a Vundan crab. It is revealed that Qort actually comes from a place called Zaf Alox, part of the Aloxian species. He is born incredibly violent and strong. At a young age, the Aloxians send their young out to face against these crabs as a rite of passage, taking up the skull as it is believed that it will balance out the aggressive nature of their species. However, as the Aloxians grow up, they will eventually outgrow the skull, shattering it, and once that has happened, they will finally achieve full maturity. Qort, on the other hand, was probably captured by Argoban raiders and probably had his skull taken away, which is why he is anxious to find the skull in the first place. Back in the present, we see the Jedi setting up what looks to be a cannon of some sort. Lula, curious about Master Sav's Kyuzo hat, questions why she has it even though she is a Jedi, to which Sav explains that it is because the hat itself is also a weapon. She flings her hat and it sweeps a Nihil off her feet. Sav approaches the Nihil and questions why she has been following and spying on them. But before any more questions could be asked, she receives a call from the control tower, informing them that the Nihil are approaching. Just then, the Nihil makes a run for it, and looking back, presses the button of the detonator, triggering several massive explosions throughout the entire outpost. So that is what happened in issue 9 of the High Republic Adventures. I got to say, I was really surprised by this issue. I really wasn't expecting to get a backstory to Qort, so it will be interesting to see where they take it. It might be possible that they explore the possibility that Qort loses his mask again at some point, and might have to grapple with the dark side, which would set up a lot of interesting possibilities and directions. Getting to see MAZ was a real treat as well, and the issue makes a lot of references to her past with the Jedi Master Sav, so it would be very interesting if we got more stories about Maz's days as an active pirate. Not to mention, the way in which the Nihil blew up the outpost really evens out the playing field for the next issue, and we just might get to see Crix and Zine face off once again. Overall, I really like this issue, and I really can't wait to see what happens in the next one. So leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this issue. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I am the Lost Acolyte,
and I have spoken.